Can McCaffrey do it again? It's a coach.
Well, the rain is not going away, Coach. In fact, it's beginning to actually pick up a bit more. But either way, we've got football from Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers.
Here we go. 30 base.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the offensive unit now for the Jaguars.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw because every team in the league wants to have that open week later in the year rather than early. They benefited.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Clifford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's got his target. That's more.
Pass interference. Defense.
So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so you might as well have not even had the penalty.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Bud Dupree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That time, 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go with a keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would... He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the player.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Clifford. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Escaping the pressure. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Clifford, that's complete to his tight end Higbee. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Clifford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Clifford gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run with Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Fournette on the counter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll roll him out right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
Well, he hasn't made much of it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. The 30. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 21-14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. First play of the drive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the...
Here we go. 18 Gator. Watch the pass. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Fournette. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Off play action. Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Clifford. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. He'll look to throw.
This has been a tough one for this offensive.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Completes it to Miller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A nice gain of 21 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. The catch made by Miller. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguars sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It's their quarterback.
Ready. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, pick your game up. Double 6-6. Pull it hard. Ready, go. Three down. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh. 56. Watch the slant. Check.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be taken down. But not before he gets into enemy territory.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Mike's 50. Run. Check 9.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The throw over the middle taken in. 11 yards in the Panther 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So they converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lob it for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
This is Fournette. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 33 yards that time. Our offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But now it's 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Clifford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back to throw here. And he's got Miller. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Charles, we saw a lot of points.